Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Richie, coming back with a new video. And with this video, I want to do something a little different. I want to discuss three important topics. I feel like I want to discuss three important topics I feel like that can get you to the next level, whether it's, you're competing in combat sports, whether you're in school, whether you're going through day to day, whether you want to, improve your overall health. You feel me? No matter what it is, I feel like these three topics here can definitely, can definitely allow your life to become better, you know. So stay tuned. So the first topic I wanted to discuss is this is for my people that compete in combat sports. So the first topic I wanted to talk about is, having fighting mentality. So for those for those who have competed in combat sports, or for those who currently compete in combat sports like myself, I feel like you would agree with this topic just off the fact that, you know, being in that type of environment, you can't fake being a tough guy or fake having that fighting mentality. You know, I was watching the interview with Bobby Green, UFC fighter. He was on Joe Rogan, and he said, fighting, it shows your personality. It touched me because I was like, wow, like I remember myself when I first started, going to the gym and competing, and training. Obviously, I'm in the learning stages of my career, and I would get hit, by people, whether, they were being malicious with it or whether they were just, trying to help me out. And I would get hit. And for a split second, I just wanted to, like, try to just, like, in a sense, kill the guy, you feel me? But at the same time, you got to understand, like, you know, especially if you're new, you go into the gym, obviously, if you're new going into the gym with more experienced fighters, you can't really do too much other than just, take the ass whooping and learn from it. So with that being said, it kind of just humbled me in a sense because I'm from the streets. I'm from South Central LA, so we the way we grew up, somebody hits you, you hit them back, and whatever happens after that, it happens. So, but when I actually start competing and training, and training with like high level guys, I had to learn that it's mental. You feel me? Because you might, even if you're in a real fight, you get hurt. You can't. You got to kind of think that through in a sense. Whether you're going to be on a defensive mode, whether you're going to react to, whatever the flurries your opponent is throwing. But when he said it shows your personality, I feel like that was 100% correct because most people, they come to the gym, or even more experienced fighters, you in a sparring session, you're supposed to be a light sparring session. In a matter of seconds, it gets heated. Now you guys in the actual fight. You feel me? Just in sparring form. So I feel like the best fighters are the guys who can stay composed, whether they're taking a beating or whether they're giving a beating. They're always even killed. They're always on a straight line. Obviously it's a situation where you can turn it up, in order to win a fight or win a round, whatever the case may be. But you feel me? Like I said, being able to stay calm in the midst of a storm is vital, very vital, very vital, and that's something you can learn. You can learn staying calm, not being so tense. But when I say fighting mentality, that's something you can't teach me. Cause that's like that's like your soul and your heart. You feel me? Are you a guy that's gonna, if you feel the slightest bit of pressure, you're gonna fold, or you gonna be like, nah, I'm on that too. I'm on whatever you on. You feel me? So I feel like that's something you can't fake because you see, if you compete, you go to gyms, you see guys that's, they in the gym, they sparring champions. They dicing everybody up. They doing this, they doing that. They looking like a superstar in the gym, and they getting under the bright lights in a real fight, and they're not the same person. I've experienced that myself. Not me per se, but other people that I've trained with. Luckily, I feel like God blessed me with a fighting spirit, and that's why I wanted to bring this topic here because that's just something you can't fake, bro. Because if you do fake that, you're going to be embarrassed. You're going to embarrass yourself. You're going to risk embarrassment. I know people, most of the time, people got people coming to their fights, they're watching, So I feel like if you don't have that type of mentality, you shouldn't jump into combat sports whatsoever. And also, you know, on top of all the health stuff that comes along with, being in combat sports, you feel me? So those two are just a recipe for disaster. So I wouldn't recommend it. But I respect all the guys that do train. Every guy don't have to, be a world-class champion or, UFC fighter. Some guys get in there just to work out, get in shape, learn some self-defenses, which is perfectly fine. But I'm talking about going to the next level. And, guys, there's some guys that really want to be champions, and like myself, you feel me? That's what I'm striving towards right now. But, I wanted to just bring that topic here because that's like a really, really something I've been noticing, especially as I've been, climbing up the ladders recently, winning fights, racking on the wins and, getting into these different promotions, getting recognition. I've noticed that you can't fake this stuff, man. You got to be in you. That's just straight up what it is. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. Like, you can't fake this, bro. You gotta really be like that. So if you're not like that, don't set yourself up for failure. I'm all about not setting yourself up for failure. Speaking positive to the youth, to the guys that come from where I come from. You feel me? Next topic, I wanted to talk about praying. And I do understand not everybody's religious, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. To each his own. I don't have a problem with that at all. But to my people who are religious and who are spiritual, prayer is big, Prayer is very, very big. You gotta have faith, especially when you're going through life, you feeling like you're alone, you ain't got nobody with you. I feel like prayer kind of, answers a lot of questions that you may not be able to answer yourself. So, you just put faith in God and, you just keep praying and stay strong. I feel like, you'll definitely, see or get what you're praying for. You just got to be patient. And that's going to segue me into, I start fasting. Just the topic fasting, that's going to segue me into the topic of fasting. Fasting and prayer, they go hand in hand. Especially if you're spiritual and you're religious, whatever the case might be. Fasting and praying, they go hand in hand. So I start getting into fasting about 2020. It was like the midst of the pandemic. We was at home. I wanted to get healthy during that whole little time period. And, I started reading about it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. Tried it out, did it for like 50-something hours, and I was just like, okay. A little over 2 days. And I was okay. And then I just felt like, it kind of solidified what I was asking for and what I was looking for sure. And, me praying during that whole time, I feel like gave me the strength as well. You feel me? So I feel like, you feel me, if you want to improve your overall health, you want to have like a sharper mind, be more cognitive, you feel me, be more disciplined. I feel like fasting and praying are definitely, two outlets you could try out. Not saying you got to just do it permanently, but it's something you could definitely try out, see if you like it, see if it works for you. Like I said, my channel was all about spreading positivity, you feel me, showing people, especially, peers of mine where I'm from, that it's always another way out. It's not always about the bullshit, you feel me? It's always another way out. So that's all I come here to just preach, you feel me? I try to preach the gospel. I feel like I'm anointed from God to just speak, especially coming from the stuff I done been through. You feel me? I feel like I'm anointed just to talk about this stuff. And if you can agree and you can relate to me, I appreciate that because, it's not too many people out here that I feel like even myself I can relate to. You see a lot of this superficial stuff going on social media and, YouTube or whatever. And it's just like, I feel like a lot of stuff ain't genuine no more. So I try to come over here and just be myself and just, spread, light and shed light on, people coming from the trenches, coming from the hoods or coming from the ghettos of the world. That, it's some bright tools in some of those boxes for sure, you feel me? So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Definitely be back with more videos soon, so stay tuned.